Hi, this is Mr. West, and today we're doing a Khan Academy tutorial on interpret constant proportionality in graphs. So this is kind of the third Khan Academy video in this series of proportionality. I would make sure to check out my video on proportionality from tables and then proportionality from graphs before this, but you don't necessarily need to. This one's kind of cool because it's kind of real-world situations, so let's go ahead and read through the first problem and we'll talk through it. Harlan makes a snack mix with proportional amounts of cereal and popcorn. The graph shows how much popcorn he uses with different amounts of cereal to make the snack mix. So pretty relevant problem, this is what you would actually do. How many cups of popcorn does Harlan use per cup of cereal? So if we have popcorn per cup of cereal, we want popcorn on top. So cups of popcorn, really, cups of popcorn on top and cups of cereal on the bottom. So anytime it says per, think of that as the divide sign or the fraction, and then the thing that follows being the denominator. So this is the thing that follows per cup, so that's going to be on the bottom. So per cup of cereal on the bottom, okay? So we just need to look at our graph here. On our graph, we notice that we have, here's our point, and that point is 2, and that represents the popcorn, and then comma, whoops, that's incorrect. We have, I messed this up. So our first one, our x-coordinate is 1. My apologies here. And our x-coordinate is cereal. So C is 1. There we go, got it this time. And then 2 is our popcorn. Okay, so this is essentially my y, and this essentially is my x. Sorry about the confusion. Maybe it was a good mistake so you could see not to make that mistake. So I have 2 cups of popcorn for every cup of cereal that I have, okay? Now, it's going to, actually, let me put the pause on that. We're going to come back to that. So how many cups of popcorn per unit cup of cereal? That's going to be 2 cups. So 2 cups of popcorn, and that will give me my correct answer there. Now, how many cups of cereal per cup of popcorn? I'm going to flip this now. Okay, so if I am trying to reverse this, I can just reverse this guy. So cup of cereal now goes on top, cup of cereal, and then I have cups, and then cups of popcorn. I'm kind of running out of room. Okay, now the rest, that's because per cup of popcorn, it says per, that means it goes on the bottom with that divide. All right, now, again, we know it's 2 cups for every 1 cup of cereal. So if I wanted to see what it was for this is 1 cup of popcorn, right? That's my goal, is to find per 1 cup, per unit cup. I would want to see where that is, like, on my graph. That's kind of hard to tell, right? My point is, we need to get this down to 1. So we want this 2 to go to 1. So we need to create an equivalent fraction here. How do I get 2 to go down to 1? Well, I need to divide by 2. Okay, you either can multiply or divide to create an equivalent fraction. So whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do the top. I'm going to divide by 2. And so I get 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So half a cup of cereal for every 1 cup of popcorn. Okay, so that is my, whoops, almost messed that up. We'll call it 0.5, and let's check it out. We got it, okay. The 3 lines represent the number of hot dogs eaten by 3 contestants at a hot dog eating competition. Okay, which contestant was eating at the slowest rate? All right, so this one's actually way easier. If you're looking here, let's just choose, I don't know, a certain time. 5 minutes, okay? You can choose anything, it doesn't matter, but 5 minutes. Take a look. All right, K has eaten, if we follow this over at 5 minutes, somewhere around 18. Should do that in green. Let me just change the color here. K has done it in 18. Oh, I thought I changed it to green. There we go. 18, let's call it. The J has done it around 24. And then L, change it to purple, has done it at like 28. Okay, so I think it's really clear. If we follow this time up L is clearly eating the most hot dogs. So who is eating at the slowest rate? Well, that would be K, because he's at 18. He's far less than the other ones. So contestant K, that's the correct answer. All right. Graph shows relationship between mass of hamster food and the number of days it takes Gabon's hamster to eat it. Okay. All right. What does 30 mean in this situation? So let's interpret this. We always need to refer to the axes here. So days is my x-axis. So instead of writing x, I can write, I need an eraser. Days, comma, and then grams is my my y-axis. So days is my x, y is my grams. Okay, so for every 1 day, so per day, looks like he eats 30 grams. Okay, so let's see here. Gabon's hamster eats a gram of food every... Let me get this back up. Gabon's hamster eats a gram of food every 30 days. Gosh, I hope not. That's going to be one hungry hamster. Remember, we already got it per day. So every 30 days? No. Okay, so per day, we have 30 grams per day. That is not A. Gabon feeds his hamster once every 30 days. That is kind of like what A is saying, slightly different. And then C, Gabon's hamster eats 30 grams of food a day. That's your correct answer right there. Okay, last one. Bao is mixing flour and water to make dough. The graph shows how much water he uses for different amounts of flour. How many liters of water does Bao use per liter of flour? Okay, good question. So we want per liter of flour. So that means we need flour on the bottom. And then we need, that's liters. And then liters of water, H2O, on the top. Okay, so let's pick this point. So on this point, we have 3 for flour, and then water, we have 1. That's the point. 1, that's my water. And then 3, that's my flour. So it's 1 to 3, or 1 over 3. But I don't want it to be 3. I want it to be 1 in the bottom, because it says per implied 1 liter of flour. So I want this to be 1. How do I get it to go down to 1? Well, I have to divide it by 3. So I have to divide the top by 3 also. So I get 0.33. I wonder if it will just have me put 1/3. Okay, so 1/3 for every 1. Or 0.33 liters for every 1. I don't know what it wants, what form. I'm going to try a fraction. 1/3. Because it's the same thing. 0.33 repeating is 1/3. Okay, 1 divided by 3. That's where I got that from. 1 divided by 3 equals 1/3 equals 0.3 repeating. Okay, and then I'm guessing it's just going to flip it. How many liters of flour does Bao use per liter of water? So now I need to flip it. So I have 3 flour on top, and then I have 1 H2O on the bottom. So that's my 3 liters of flour for 1 liter of H2O, and that should do it. And that's all there is to this video in this Khan Academy exercise. I hope you guys enjoyed it and had all your questions answered. If you didn't, make sure to leave a comment below with your question. I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.